Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 37 of Crusader Kings 2. As always, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Gamer Cowboy for sponsoring this entire series with his generous donation on Patreon. Thank you very much. In the last video we went to war again, managed to take another province. It was only a single province, but it's allowed us to form another duchy, and that gives us a ducal claim, or it should give us a ducal claim on this province here, because they're all part of the same duchy. So we should have a claim on this province. We do have a truce, so we can't declare a war right now. One of my courtiers has been annoying my wife. Doesn't really care. Right, what do I want to look at here? Who is this? This is my aunt. Fine, get her married off. So yes, do we have a legit claim here? We do not. Yeah, does your claim on Nellur? So yeah, we've got it there. So we don't need to even fabricate a claim in order to get that. That is fine. And there's a lot of little individual things that are going on here. A lot of these people that seem to be separate. Like this guy here, for example. What are you doing? You're part of this revolt, I assume. I don't have a direct claim on you. You have 800 men to your name. You are possessed. If we could get a claim on that, because I don't think we do. Border dispute and subjugation. Let's go and see if we can just like get a really quick claim. Sometimes we get lucky and these claims come through like instantly. Because if we can get a claim here, then we can just go and grab it. Paying your passage. I'm not going to say I believe the stories, but we've picked up some promising information, my lord. Marashima says, however, we could do with some more supplies if we are to journey even further. In fact, I would like to send word to hire scouts in certain more distant regions if we are to follow the leads and continue this mission. He pauses at the door, his posture strained. Of course, there are other ways to reach eternity, he sighs. When you open your mouth and respond indignantly, he interrupts you. I suppose the attitude comes with the job, master. My apologies. Your marshal exits the room and steps grow fainter as you consider your options. I shall send word to the whole world if need be. An instant 472 gold. I really don't want to spend that much. We'll just go for the sort of the halfway measure. You've got more chance of passing the roll check if you spend the large amounts, but I just don't have the amount to do it. Sit this guy in the oubliette because I don't really care. In fact, actually, we haven't looked at prisoners for a while. Let's go ahead and sit, because we've got quite a few here. And some of these I'm not even all that bothered about. And if we can get some extra gold, then why not? Bit of gold here, bit of gold there. Should all add up. Some more prestige. Prosperity increasing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. 145 gold, you're worth a fair bit. If I'd have thought about doing this beforehand, we could have done, and that would have probably... I could have probably spent the money up going, like, all in on that event, but... we'll do what we can. So we've got one more person we can release, but we've got the fatigue, oh dear. Symptoms is not due to a serious illness, and it will pass quite soon. Nevertheless, you receive some mild treatment. I'm out of patience. And I'm stressed. I must have clicked the wrong option on an event and I hadn't realised it. My bad. So we know we can press ducal claims. Strapped you to a chair and had you sleep sitting upright for days. I'm not sure that did anything. No, I'm not sure that it would either. Child lacks an education focus. This is our daughter. Let's just go for etiquette because it's always fairly standard for the girls. Do we have any levies raised? Or just double check because I know sometimes they're easy to miss. Seek treatment for illness. Yeah, let's not do anything crazy. Do his best to treat your symptoms. Health plus 0.25. Well, it's not great, but it helps. We have lost our marshal now. Running out of people to look after stuff. I guess what we could do, what we haven't done with the Marshal for a while, minor titles. Let's have a look here at commanders, because yeah, we're a little bit short of commanders. But let's go ahead and get the Marshal to train troops in the capital. Hopefully we can get some more. Ah, that... Actually, it's still independent though, isn't it, this? You belong to this guy up here, who is not really a threat. So yeah, if I do still get a claim on that, I will take it. I feel better. I lose the trait fatigue. That's good. The levies are building up. Speaking of levies... not levies, the retinues. We still can't gain any extras yet. We're still waiting for the tech to sort of creep up. It takes its time. It'd be nice if we could get some more, but we do probably have the highest military organisation anywhere, so we can't really do an awful lot about that. This is our brother. He's turned out to be a misguided warrior, which is good for us if we don't end up playing him, because you don't want to have a brother who's ambitious and has a lot of martial, but if we do end up playing him, then it's also not great for us either. How is our plot going on? Are we actually making any progress here at all? There's a lot of plots going on here. Oh, there are prisoners. Known plots. We're trying to auto-stop. Oh, we don't currently have any. Excellent. So, are there any factions against us? Not that we care about even slightly. Yeah, we failed the roll check. If I'd have spent the full amount of money, we'd have another daughter. We'd have probably pulled it off, but I didn't. So I don't want to be completely out of money. Let's go ahead and do some upgrading then. Anything that'll make things better for us. Some heavy infantry and some pikemen. A lot of money to spend. Let's just get the militia training ground. It's the minimal amount of money that we can spend that'll still give us something good. And this needs a lot of upgrading. 15% levy size, 15% garrison size is probably worth having. But let's go Castle Town for the tax income. You know, we own a fair few provinces here that we could improve. Upgrading the keep probably seems worthwhile. Where are we? This one always had some good stuff. Can't get anything else down here. Trying to remember which provinces are mine. Looks like we're out of money and tech on a lot of stuff. We can get a militia training ground here. Let's go ahead and do it. Anything to keep our numbers up. There was a time when we were significantly stronger than our neighbours in terms of numbers. That has dropped a bit. So we want to get out of that. How much money are we making? 314 ducats a year. I mean, that's fairly decent. If we could just hurry up and get this claim over here, that would be fantastic. We have got some weak claims that we can press. Not necessarily sure that any of them will really get us anywhere. Apparently we do have a weak claim here. We've got a claim for you, apparently. We could force vassalization. It's like we could force vassalization here. Sure, let's go ahead. I mean, that's kind of what we wanted to do anyway, right? So, let's go and raise vassal levies. Because if you remember, the good thing about vassal levies is they're not my levies. Let's get everybody down over here if we can. There'll be some more down here. Raising your vassal levies is always a good way to, well, not necessarily to avoid revolts, but a lot of the time when a revolt is going to happen, it's based on the amount of men that are available. So if you raise your levies armies and use your levies armies to fight your wars for you, let me get this right. If you raise your vassals' levies and use them to fight the wars for you, you're weakening their men, you're not weakening your men, which means they will have smaller armies, you will have the larger army still. So that's what you want to try and do there. I'm not a big fan of leading the centre, so I want to try and stay alive. So we've got a fairly sizable army there. Let's go and march in and just sort of take the province as quick as we can. So this might work out for us. So yeah, any time you get the ability to get a quick claim like this, so we could go ahead and get you claiming somewhere else. Like these provinces currently seem to be independent as well. No, you are part of that, so these are independent. Not too sure what's going on over here. That's a separate war that I'm not really involved in. We could try and grab one of these provinces. You have a liege and you're independent, so we could try and grab a claim there. So let's go ahead and get you fabricating on that province, and we'll see what we can do. So all we've really got in the meantime, somebody's usurped a title. Again, not really a big issue as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, we're just going to try and siege this down. It shouldn't take too long. 7.6% every 12 days. Court physician has shared some of his latest ideas. He's asked me for some money to develop his theory further into a book. Sure, we're making a fairly decent amount of money. So, let's get the first level of that. That's 11%. Now we've actually gained some more money. Do we want to sort of build anything else? I know there's a few things we could upgrade. Militia training ground. Some more light infantry and archers. Might not seem like a lot when you're only getting an extra 50 or 100 troops, but they all add up when you've got 8 different baronies, and they're all providing you with an extra 100 troops. Steward has collected a special tithe. Good going. We got a victory there. Let's just pause up a second because we've got a second one here that we own. Militia training ground. So again, there's another 100 troops. So let's go ahead and do that. And then don't forget, even though that only gives you 100 troops, you've still got the other building that gives you the flat percentage modifier, the extra 15%. So those extra 100 troops instantly become an extra 115. So that is quite good. And that's only if you've got like the first level of it. So it is really worth keeping these buildings upgraded as much as you can, really. That's fully done. We're up to 41%. We do need to beat an army or two, I think. Not necessarily sure this is the right army. Didn't give us anything extra. So what else do we need to take? Diplomatic. This province and this province up there. Okay, so we need to march up and take both of these, basically. Let's go ahead and do that. You are trying to... What are you trying to do? Chance that we can become deceitful. Don't want to lose the diplomacy. Let's be honest. So you are like, I'm just going to march straight through all these armies because I'm not too sure what these armies are doing and what they're up to. But we're going to march straight through them anyway. Because this is mine. I want it. 65, that obviously was the right army. That was the one we were supposed to be attacking. So let's go over there and take those guys again. Have a new heir. We have a son. Let's name after the father. But this time I'm just going to remove the numbers and we'll try and get the numbers doing, the numerals doing roughly what they should be. Let's try and wipe this army out. This is our daughter. So let's go for etiquette focus right there. So we're already on 76%. People are plotting to kill me. It's fairly standard. That's just telling us we need to go into hiding, which we don't want to do. We've got 96% on this one, because we've wiped their army out. This is our daughter. Call for the court physician. Right, let's just go up here and start sieging out provinces. Still making a decent amount of money. Prince of Decadence. Ah, there's their army. In fact, if we can catch that army, that'll probably be enough to end the war. 100%. There we go. That's what we wanted. So, pause up. In we go. Offer peace. Enforce demands. And that now becomes ours. Excellent. Let's get you down here. We are threatening. So people are starting to enforce a defensive pact right now. So we've got to slow this down a little bit. So this guy is now a vassal. Whether he likes it or not. Wrath of the Old Gods. So let's get into there, and we are going to do the usual. So split off the retinues, move you home, and then disband the rest of the levy. So now that we're threatening, we've got to slow things down a little bit. It's unfortunate, but we've got to wait. We've got to wait, and then hopefully we can start to sort of just chip away at more of this. Do we have any? So this is part of this duchy here. 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces, of which we own 2. So we shouldn't have any ducal claims on it. No, apparently we do. And also, we've gained this province over here, the one that I didn't even... Yep, she's actually gone and conquered it herself. So, excellent. So, we don't even need to pursue that ducal claim. She actually just went and got involved with it herself. Brilliant. So, that's 2 provinces we've actually gained there. And one of them was done by... A war was done by my vassal, which is really nice. Okay, what have we got going on here? Special character actions. Can send my wife into hiding. We can also arrest somebody, which is our cousin. You, sir, are proving to be a little bit problematic. Maybe you need to disappear. Let's have a look at this. Let's see what we've got. Looks like there's more than a few people who would be willing to get involved here. We don't need to arrest you. We just need you to go away. I mean, we could try and arrest him. What about you? There we go. Let's make all the troublemakers disappear. There we go. 127 plot pay. It's not fantastic, is it? How strong are you? You've got 1,000 men. Just trying to arrest him. No, he's actually revolted right where my retinues are stood. Let's just go and raise the local levies as well and just put that straight up to 3,000 men. And yeah, let's group them all up. I am leading the centre here, so I should be careful. So let's just go ahead and siege this out. There was a little pop-up there for a second that's now disappeared. So yes, we'll learn you. So lots of little random fights and stuff going on there. Oh, this is your stuff down here as well, is it? I see. Well, we can certainly deal with that. That's not a problem at all. He's probably going to go down there and try and sort of merge all of his troops together, which is fine. Sneaky little git, though. I wasn't expecting to see him do that. But we've got more than enough men to deal with him. We are still trying to kill him off as well at the same time. Lots of bells ringing. Lots of buildings being completed. Oh, we still need to finish that off. You're just trying to unsiege that there, aren't you? So that's fine. What are we at? 51% already. Can we upgrade anything else? Are we still building stuff? Extra war elephants are always nice. It's a lot of money though, isn't it? Barracks, stables, keep. What about some of the other ones? Stables like cavalry, militia training ground. Relatively inexpensive, gives you a lot of extra men. It's well worth doing. So as soon as we finish sieging this out, and we are currently... There we go, that's that done. So let's march you down and we'll go and deal with these guys. We're already at 63% here, so it shouldn't take too long at all. We've got a vassal that we can stop. This guy is possessed and he's cynical and diligent. We'll threaten him. Yeah, he asks forgiveness, so that's not too bad. We should probably have our spy master now studying technology somewhere. Just try and find a capital where we might actually get some tech. It's probably not going to happen, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, let's march. Oh, he's actually taking them off on the boat. Interesting. I mean, I could have done that, but while he's out sailing around, I'm regaining my... I'm besieging his provinces down here. This is our daughter. Let's go ahead for etiquette. We've got a lot of daughters, don't we? Family. Yeah, we've got a lot of daughters and one son. Okay. So you're probably going to try and take that back. Which is not really a great surprise to me. You sit there and try and siege that. You do that all you want. This is another... How many aunts have I got that all seem to be getting married? So 54%. He's probably going to unsiege that without too much of a hassle. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63%. 63 Yeah, he's unsieging that, but I mean, that's as big an army as he's got. I'm just going to go and sit around and start sieging this stuff down here. So there's another one done. Who is this? This is our courtier. She can burn at the stake. We gain some karma. I'll just burn her at the stake. Recent events have increased my grasp of stewardship. Excellent. Can we change our focus then? Because our stewardship isn't terrible. We could probably go for a little bit of extra martial. Let's go hunting. Let's gain the extra health. And we can maybe try and get that white tiger again. You know how that never works. Lose some prestige. We can give someone an angry letter. Right. So we're at 63% here. He's unsieging stuff, which is a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. So we'll continue to try and grab as much of the... Yeah, that's that one falling. That's this one falling as well. 70% now. Let's just go and march over here and deal with his army. Childlets and education focus. This is our daughter. It'll actually let me click on the right thing. Is it our daughter? It is. Looks like you'd be a good spy. Let's go ahead and do that. So you always assume that your characters are going to take the quickest route in, but it's never 100% certain. Why are we at war with you all of a sudden? I feel like we shouldn't be. We're 81% here. Maybe he's in some sort of alliance with them. I mean, I could just raise up the rest of my troops. We don't want to become Buddhist. Just not going to mess around with religions at this point. Let's just try and get this done. Get out of this war. 81%. You're unsieging that now, which makes me very unhappy. Yeah, we're really going to have to sort of stop this army. Okay, in that case then, let's go full on. Let's go and raise everything that we've got. You don't want to be raised because you're going to get instantly wrecked. You guys can stay there for now. All of the rest of you get together over here. Call for the court physician at once. So you're put into... Oh, that's nasty of you, isn't it? Let's go ahead and get rid of you then. We've got a victory over here. Right, let's get everybody together. You've moved back down there. Not too sure where you're going. You're backing off now. Good stuff. Okay, let's accept that marriage. Childlets and education focus. So again, we'll go with that. Righteous imprisonment of our random kinsman. We'll leave that there for now. We might get the chance to do it later. I don't want to risk trying to do it right away because we're already in one war. Oh, we've got 100% actually. So let's go ahead and can we not do that? We were at 100% there. Hello? Come on, autosave. Stop doing that. That's interesting. We can offer peace. Is he occupying some of my holdings? When did I gain these? Okay, I wasn't aware of that. You probably shouldn't be raised up there. And you guys can drop down. Why am I suddenly in more wars than I'm expecting to be in? Why am I suddenly hostile to this guy? Something weird's going on here. It won't let me do this. It won't let me ask for peace because it's saying none of my holdings are occupied by him. That's right. He's not holding any of my holdings. He's not occupying anything. So what's the issue here? And why all of a sudden is... Why am I at war with this guy? What's going on up here? due to their war on the rebelling vassal. I don't think they're at war with me directly. But something weird's going on. So, not entirely sure what that's all about. Alas, we've got chest pains. Very well. Gain some extra health. I mean, we've got 100%. There's nothing more we can really do here. Everybody's fighting each other. Let's keep our eye on things. Yeah, we don't have anything occupied right now. But it's not letting me out of this war. Somebody was cornered and slain. Let's stop you from running away. See, you're not actually sieging any of my stuff out. You're doing something, but I'm not entirely certain what it is. Let's try and get the rest of this done. You're now unsieging that, which, again, upsets me greatly. There's a lot of people involved in this. I'm still at 100%, but I can't get a piece. Weird. Game's being strange. It's saying that I've got stuff occupied when I haven't. That doesn't make any sense at all. Either way, I'm going to try and work that out another day, and I'm going to end things here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. Once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter, Gamer Cowboy, for sponsoring this entire series with his donation on Patreon. It really is appreciated. I will see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.